Intro. Your mind is constantly pulled in different directions. Between notifications, deadlines, and endless to-dos, it's hard to stay focused. But what if there was an ancient method that could cut through the noise, sharpen your focus, and help you finally reach your goals? In this video, you'll learn how to use the Lotus Method, a practice rooted in Eastern wisdom, to turn mental chaos into clarity and focus. Skip this and distraction might keep winning, but watch till the end and your life could begin to change, starting today. Part 1. Gohan's struggle with resistance. Gohan is full of potential, just like you. He has big dreams and clear intentions. He wants to get in shape, succeed in his career, and grow personally. But whenever he tries to take action, something holds him back. It's not that he's unmotivated. He watches inspirational videos, listens to podcasts, and reads self-help books. Yet when it's time to act, he finds himself lost in distractions, scrolling his phone instead of working on his goals. Each time he sets out to do something meaningful, his brain pushes him toward comfort and ease. He's caught in a loop of procrastination and doubt, and the worst part is, he knows it, but breaking out feels impossible. This isn't just Gohan's problem. It's something we all face. Our minds are wired to avoid discomfort. Whether it's social media, games, or zoning out, we run from anything hard. It's like he's at war with himself, and no amount of hype or motivation seems to last. What he needs is something deeper, something lasting. Eastern philosophy compares the mind to a wild monkey, leaping from thought to thought, avoiding what's hard. As the Buddha said, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your unguarded thoughts. That's Gohan's struggle. His own mind is pulling him away from what matters, toward what feels easy. But ancient monks faced this same battle and developed ways to tame the mind, bringing it to a place of calm and clarity. This resistance is human nature. The mind prefers safety and the familiar. But teachings behind the Lotus Method show us that resistance isn't something to crush, it's something to understand. The first step? Awareness. Gohan begins to see that his mind resists not out of weakness, but as a defense mechanism. And once he understands this, he stops blaming himself. This is the first lesson of the Lotus Method. Before you can shift your mindset, you must first become aware of it. With this insight, Gohan sees that the path forward isn't about fighting harder. It's about observing his thoughts without judgment. That awareness gives him space to respond instead of react. And now, it's time to learn how to release that resistance and flow with his thoughts instead of against them. Part 2. Embracing the flow of life. Gohan realizes that forcing himself through resistance hasn't worked. He needs deeper guidance, so he turns to Lao Tzu, the Taoist philosopher. Lao Tzu talks about Wu Wei, the art of non-resistance, of moving with life rather than against it. One quote hits him deeply. By letting it go, it all gets done. At first, it's confusing. How can letting go lead to results? But as Gohan reflects, he starts to see maybe his struggle came from pushing too hard, from going against his own rhythm. What if hard things didn't have to feel like a constant fight? The Lotus Method, inspired by this thinking, teaches that progress doesn't come from brute force, but from flow. Wu Wei tells us that when we stop resisting life, we can actually do more with less strain, not by giving up, but by aligning with the natural rhythm of things. When we push too hard, life pushes back, but when we flow with it, we move forward more easily. Gohan starts to apply this. When a tough task shows up, a workout, work deadline, or a personal issue, he pauses. He reminds himself not to resist, but to accept the challenge as part of life's flow. By doing so, he releases the inner struggle. Tasks start to feel lighter. Instead of fighting to be productive, he moves with calm and purpose. This is the second step of the Lotus Method, finding harmony in effort. And now, Gohan begins to explore the next layer of his transformation, cultivating stillness. Part 3. The Power of Stillness and Reflection. Gohan seeks a way to quiet his restless mind. That's when he finds Zen Buddhism and the practice of Zazen, sitting meditation. At first, it seems simple, just sit, but it proves hard. His thoughts race. He's used to action, to solving problems by doing. But Zen Master Dogen once said, "If you can't find the truth right where you are, where else do you expect to find it?" Gohan begins to understand. True strength comes from stillness, not motion. Through Zazen, his mind settles, like a lake calming after wind. In these quiet moments, he sees his challenges clearly, not as roadblocks, but as growth opportunities. He realizes that his urge to always be doing was feeding his resistance. In stillness, he finds clarity and insight. Instead of charging into tasks, he reflects first and lets answers emerge naturally. This is the third step in the Lotus Method, practicing stillness. Stillness, like the roots of the lotus buried in mud, is the foundation for transformation. The mud, the discomfort, the stress, is not something to avoid, but something that nourishes growth. By embracing stillness each day, Gohan builds a steady focus. Now, when challenges arise, he faces them with calm, deliberate energy. But stillness must lead to something more, action. Part 4. Turning reflection into action. As Gohan continues meditating, he notices a shift. His mind, once noisy and scattered, becomes focused and sharp. He remembers the Shaolin monks, masters of both stillness and action. They believed mental clarity must be paired with physical discipline. Gohan realizes that it's time to move his calm focus into the real world. Like the monks who applied their inner peace to martial arts, he begins approaching life with precision. Each task, no matter how small, deserves his full attention. He stops trying to do everything at once. Instead, he channels his clarity into one step at a time. True mastery, the monks teach, is when mind and body move in harmony. If the mind is centered, the body acts with intention. If the mind is scattered, so are our actions. Gohan sees this now. Without action, reflection leads nowhere. Without reflection, action burns us out. Balance is the key. The fourth step of the Lotus Method is this: act with intention. Gohan no longer rushes or multitasks. He brings mindful attention to each moment and things feel easier. Even hard tasks seem manageable when done with purpose. He's no longer chaotic. He's focused, like a monk in training. But even with clarity and action, one lesson remains. Part 5. The Lotus and the Art of Patience. Gohan is progressing well. He's gained clarity, built discipline, and started acting with intention. But soon, impatience creeps in. Despite his focus, results feel slow. He starts to doubt himself. Then he remembers the lotus flower. It grows from deep mud, slowly rising to bloom in its own time. Eastern monks often said that the beauty of the lotus lies in its patience. It doesn't force the bloom, it lets it unfold. Gohan realizes he must do the same. The journey takes time. Pushing for faster results only adds resistance. So he lets go of the need to rush. And in that surrender, he finds peace. Like the lotus, his growth will come, just not all at once. Patience becomes his final lesson in mastering the mind. And with that, Gohan experiences a deep calm he never knew before. So, where are you on this path? Still resisting or ready to embrace the Lotus Method? Start with one small step, whether it's stillness, focused effort, or learning to be patient. Your transformation is coming. Trust its timing. If this video resonated with you, hit subscribe and let's keep growing together.